This was supposed to be a film by Mrs. Corley. Mr. Watley couldn't work the electronics. Mrs. Lewis said no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens Phonics. This was supposed to be a film by Mrs. Corley. Mr. Watley couldn't work the electronics. Mrs. Lewis said no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens Phonics.
Hello everyone and welcome to day 18 of Phonics with Mrs. Stevens. It's the last day in our workbook. So we need to make sure we've got our workbooks and we're on page 39. There we go. That's how it looks at the top. 39. We are going to be writing in our phoneme frames and we are going to be reading a sentence. So let's sit up tall and straight. First job, warming up those phonics brains, getting ourselves ready. Going to remind our phonics brains of all those sounds we've been learning. So we're going to look at the ones we've done most recently. So this one from yesterday, do you remember? Ah, that's right. Ah, in the palm of my hand. Ah, good job. Here we go. Oh, I can't hear you. Are you joining in? Good. Wah, or ha. E. U or oo. Ear. Ch. Capture the picture. Do you remember that one? And then ch. Ear. R. That one. Do you remember? Bang your thumb. S. Well done. J. Do you remember that one? J. J. Nudge the badger. J. N. That was that one, wasn't it? Knock your knee. S. That was our king of the castle one. S. And then today we are going to be thinking about a sound we already know and a sound that we have looked at before, but I've got a feeling you might have forgotten it. So just in case, we're going to come back to this one today and have another look at it. Are you ready, everybody? This is the sound, so listen to me first. Or. Can you say it? That's right, or. So I say it, or. Now your turn. Well done, or. So we've got or. So I wonder what it might look like today. Often the or sound looks like this, doesn't it? Or, worn and torn. Do you remember? Or even, can you remember that other one? Yeah, that one. Or, saw you yawn. Oh, saw you yawn. So we know that we can make the or sound like this sometimes, but today we're going to look at another way of making that sound. It is one we've met before, but I've got a feeling we might need some more practice. So let me show it to you. This is how it looks. Do you remember? It's the letter A and the letter U together and they make an or sound. And then when we turn over and look at our caption action, we've got a picture of a ghost, and that's because it says or, haunted house, and you have to look all scared because the house is haunted. Or haunted house. So that's our caption action for the or sound. Or haunted house. There we go. Or. So we are going to see if we can use our or spelling, the letter A and the letter U together, to help us read some or words. Now, remember, as I write the words, we're going to do the sound buttons, and then I really need for you to be saying the sounds and blending the word to read it. So here's the first word. Here I go. With my squeaky pen. So let's get our sound buttons ready. So as I put the sound buttons on, you could be making the sounds. Or, t, flaunt. Right, with me now this time. Or, flaunt. Now try on your own. Good job. Flaunt. That kind of means if you're really showing off, you flaunt something. So you can often show off. It does have other meanings, but that's usually what we would say. So let's see if we can try another one. This is a really good word, and I will tell you why in a minute. Here I go. So the only thing is here is because I'm going to use that or sound at the start of the word, and because it's a special kind of word, it is going to have a capital letter. So just so that you know. Okay, so we're going to add our sound buttons. Here we go. August. 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 Okay, now you're going to try. I'm going to point to the sound button and say the sounds and then blend them together on your own. Your turn. Here we go. Good. It says August. I'm going to tell you why that's a really good word. That's because that is the name of the month where my birthday falls. My birthday is in August, so that's why that's a really good word. Okay, so let's try this one also. Oh, this is quite a good word too, and I'll tell you why. Here we go. Let me write it first. Okay. So here we go with the sound buttons. S, or, s, s, or, s, sauce. I like that word because I rather like tomato sauce. I wonder if you do too. Sauce. Your turn. S, sauce. Well done. Did you notice that s sound at the end of this word? Instead of being mouse in the house. It's the same sound, isn't it? But it's spelled with a C. That can happen sometimes. Sauce, so tomato sauce. I've noticed that the or spelling, other than in the word August, is often in the middle, and it is often a middle sound. Often, not always, but often. That means mostly. So if we hear that or sound in the word, it's often in the middle of the word. So there we go. Those are some or words for us to read. We need to try to do some writing now, so get your pencil ready in your phoneme frames. I'm going to draw mine. Here we go. So the first word that we're going to write in our phoneme frame is the word haunt, because we said that in our caption action. Do you remember? Haunted house, so haunt. So let's sound it out together on our fingers first. With me, join in. Or, haunt. Or, haunt. So 4 sounds. 1, 2, 3 boxes. We need all of them today. So in that first box, tell me the sound. Good. You can write the letter to match the sound buttons. Haunt. Next one. Or. That's where we need our 2 letters, 1 sound. Horn. That is trying to hide. Haunt. And the t at the end. Okay, your turn. Make sure you've finished writing the letters. Haunt. Are you done? So call out the letter names to me as I write up and say the sounds. So first of all, we needed the H. What letter do we need? That's it. We need the H. Or. Which 2 letters? Tell me their names. That's it. We need the A and the U together. And then the N sound, letter name. That's it. We need the N. And finally, at the end, the T. What letter do we need? Good. We need the letter T. Haunt. Well done, everybody. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to rub those out and leave the phoneme frame up, I hope. Now, another word that we're going to try to write is the word taught. So not taught as in the teacher taught the children, but taught as when something is pulled really tight. So if you had a rope and it was all baggy and loose in the middle, that would be loose. But then if you pulled it really straight and tight, a word that we could use is taut. So when you're pegging out a tent and you're pulling the ropes on the tent into the ground, you need to keep them nice and taut, nice and straight, so taut. Let's use our phoneme fingers together and sound out that word. Here we go. T, or, t, taut. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 sounds, so we don't need that final box. So with me, let's sound it out. First sound, t, middle sound, good, the or, and at the end, t. Well done. So write the letters to match those sounds. Have you done it? That was quite a quick one, wasn't it? So call out the letter names. For the t sound, I need the letter, good, the letter T. And then with the or in the middle, what 2 letters do we need? Good, the letter A and the letter U. And then finally at the end, the t sound, we need another letter. Yeah, we need another T, don't we? So taut, very important you keep the guy ropes on your tent taut, especially when it's windy. Okie dokie, so we've done our taut one. And now let's see if we can do this one. Now I've noticed on the video that I've been making, or the videos that I've made for phonics, that quite a lot, when I want to give you a bit of time, and in my assemblies actually, we say to keep things on pause. To pause me now. Pause means a kind of an interruption, a quick stop, not a complete stop, but a quick stop, a pause. So that has got the or sound in, doesn't it? Should we sound it out on our phoneme fingers? Pause. P, or, s, pause. P, or, s, pause. So not doggy pause, but pause as in come to a bit of a stop. Pause, p, or, s, pause. So we've got 3 sounds, so we only need 1, 2, 3 boxes in our phoneme frame. Let's see if we can sound that out and write it down. Pause. P. Next one. Yeah, the or sound. And then at the end, s. I'm going to give you a clue here because we've got another zip, so it must be 2 letters, 1 sound, mustn't it? P, ors, pause. So think about some of those sounds we've looked at recently. What letters do you need? Pause me now if you need to. Are you done? Have you done it? Have you done the letters? So as I say the sounds, can you call out the letter names that I need to use to help me? So for that p sound, what do I need? Yes, we need the letter P for the p sound. And then what 2 letters do we need for that or sound today? Yes, it's that one, isn't it? We need the letter A and the letter U together. And then what about the s at the end? I'll give you a clue. Yes, it's the mouse in the house spelling. We need the letter S and the letter E together. Pause, pause. So pause the video and it's spelled like that, like mouse in the house one. Pause. Good job, everybody. So we have read some words with our or spelling in for today with the A and the U. And we have written some words in our phoneme frames. So now in your workbook, you can also see that there is a sentence to read. So while I'm turning my board round, I'd like you to have a go at reading the sentence on your own, and then we'll read together. Go. Okay, is everybody ready? So let's see if we can read this together. So we have got this one. P, or, Paul. Paul, tricky word. Said, good. Make sure you're saying the words with me. Another tricky word. He. Paul said he can. That's another high frequency word, isn't it? Can. K, and, can. Paul said he can. Oh, all, haul. That means Paul. Oh, Paul said he can haul. Tricky word. Very good. A very big. Paul said he can haul a very big bag. High frequency word of, well done. Paul said he can haul a very big bag of sand on his back. Paul said he can haul a very big bag of sand on his back. I'm not sure I could. What about you? Could you haul a very big bag of sand on your back? I'm not sure. So there is our sentence. I wonder with your pencil if you can underline or draw a circle around our or sound today. Can you be a phoneme spotter and spot that phoneme, that sound in our sentence today? Where does it come? All, there it is. So you can underline it or draw a circle around it. There's the or spelling for today. Paul said he can haul, so I can spot it there as well. And there it is, the U. A very big bag of sand on his back. Paul and haul. Both of those words have that or spelling in today. Or haunted house. Okay, good job everybody. And I will see you in the next workbook. Take care.
This was supposed to be a film by Mr. Watley. Mrs. Corley had too many gin and tonics. Mrs. Lewis said no, no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens' Phonics. This was supposed to be a film by Mr. Watley. Mrs. Corley had too many gin and tonics. Mrs. Lewis said no, no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens' Phonics.